Charlene Davis. Let's find out what she wants. Find and punish the husband. Hell hath no fury. I was told you are someone who gets things done. I have a simple job for you. My no good husband has run off with some blonde bimbo. She's hiring an army. $10,000. Yeah, fine. Why not? Oh, and she's gonna give us the bullets. What's cracking, people? Angelic Mayhem here. Welcome to another edition of Never Played, the video series where I show you a brand new video game that I have never played before. Today, we're taking a look at Jagged Alliance Online, which is a brand new game that you can pick up on Steam. And it is a... how best to describe it? It's almost a perfect clone of XCOM. Those two games, they're very similar, except that this is more... It doesn't have anything to do with aliens. This is about you leading a small mercenary force that then gets hired out and has to go to various places around the world. I didn't start from the beginning this time because there's basically a gigantic tutorial level at the beginning where you have to just follow the path and, you know, you go around and you pick up all your stuff and your first set of people. So, for instance, I, found like a sniper, and then she was helping me, figure out where everything was, and then we had to go pick up her friend who was being tortured. His name is Bull, so now Bull is part of my crew. So these are the people who, I've been going around and picking up. I actually hired so that he could be part of the thing. And then Shadow, I don't know where Shadow came from, but he is permanently hired and assigned to my crew, so he's just here today. So let's get into it. First of all, I named my company the Z Company, as in we are the last company that you would call. We're at the bottom of the list. Here we have my medals, which I have achieved by unlocking various things. You have a shop. In the shop, you can buy weapons. So, for instance, this new guy, Shadow, he does not have a gun. Now, I do have a Beretta in stock here, but if I go over here to, if I want him to have a sidearm, which I do, for $600, which I have plenty of cash, I can just right-click, boom. It adds the Beretta straight to his list. So we're good to go there. Also, skills. I don't think he... Oh, he does have skills. Okay. So let's see what we have here. Reflexes, dexterity, perception. Determines how soon you will spot enemies. I kind of want to add some to that because he's like really weak on that. Although if I'm leading him, I have good vision, so maybe I'll just send him in afterwards. Allows you to use heavy armor and determines how much health mercenary has. I'm going to make this guy my tank. So I'm going to jack this up. I used up all 6 points here, and now weapons points. He has 9 to spend. And he already has a submachine gun, so I just want to max this out. And we'll click confirm. So there you go. That man's now upgraded. This next spot is the world map. This is where you actually go around and pick up quests. You can move the map around with your left mouse button. Now I have 2 and 3. 1 was the tutorial. 2 and 3. This is like my island. You can see it's kind of like it's that tiny little speck there. 2 and 3 is just picking up the people who I need. And actually 3 I'm still in the middle of, so that's where we're gonna go next. But over here we have 5. There is no 4. You can't find 4 anywhere. I've searched this entire map. Unless it's in Antarctica and somehow I can't get down there, there is no 4. So that's a little weird. Maybe 4 will pop up after we're done 3. We'll have to see how that works out. Oh, this is our Merc Agency. Okay, so this is where you would go. Let's say somebody down here. This woman's name is Buns? Her name is Monica Buns Sondergaard. Oh, no. So... let's say, you wanted to add to your Merc list down here so that you could take various people with you who have specialties and things like that. Then you would pick up, these Mercs. And each of the Mercs has, their specializations. So if you want a guy who's really good with machine guns, Dynamo might be the guy who I want. But I definitely don't want Buns because she's rubbish with a machine gun. And here's Mad Dog. He's got nothing. Now, each of these people has like various benefits and problems that they have. So, for instance, this guy's useless with a handgun. If you hand him a handgun, he's not going to be able to do anything with it. And he also has mole, which means that he can't see over great distances. So you're going to need a sniper teamed up with him so that the sniper can see the bad guy. Then you send in Mad Dog. I hope that all makes sense. The options menu, graphics, it's very simple, okay? Now, I am playing this on Steam, and as a result, before you actually get into this game, there is a little pop-up window that comes up, and it gives you the option to set up like 1280 by 720, and, you know, like whether you want it full screen or windowed. So, you know, these are the options that you're going to have, but that's all before the game, so I can't really show them to you, like, right now. Your view is an isometric view when it's locked in place, so you're not really, you know, moving cameras around or anything like that. So there isn't anything that I can think of that you would need. Up here is cash. If you click on this little plus button, it takes you out to the what would be the store, and you can spend real money in real life to boost this up. Over here, this is like your inventory. This is a list of, like, I have all these bullets and stuff that I've been picking up along the way, and then of course my little gun, which I think everybody is armed. Everybody's got one of these? Ira, I'm switching these two so that M16... Oh, yeah, right. So I took Ira on my last mission, and he picked up a bunch of stuff while he was there. So now, when I go into machine guns, the M16A2, which he picked up, is here in this list. And then if I... Let's close down Ira. Let's pick up Bull. Bull already has an M16A2. I could probably give him a second one. And this guy already has his MAC-10. He's a close range guy. And I have my sniper rifle. So if in the future I wanted to pick up like another guy, I could arm them with the stuff that I picked up in the last mission. And luckily for me, Ira had his little backpack. I guess we all have a backpack. So this is just kind of your camp, which actually, the camp is a funny story. At the beginning, when you play the tutorial, you actually have to go through and unlock your camp. And basically you do that by taking over one of your enemy's camps. You wipe out everybody who's in there, and you pick up Bull in the same camp. So you kind of picked him up and stopped him from being tortured. He was actually tied to an electrified bed. And you stop him from being injured, but at the same time, you are now keeping him in the camp that he's been prisoner in. So I find that to be, you know, ironically whimsical. And then the very last thing that I'm going to show you is down here. Obviously, this is your bar that has all your dudes on it. And then this over here says for 50,000, you can actually increase the number of mercs that you can have in your army. And then, you know, these buttons here would allow you to scroll through all the mercs and see them all. So there you go. This is just a chat window, and then we're going to get started. So let's go into 3. Now, in the first one, I went in there to try and pick up a mechanic who may or may not be the agent of death. And now, because when we went in, they drove off with him, the bad guys, I now have to go to the next part. So the next part is nostalgia. And we click on start mission. And now I have to actually decide who's going with me. So it's going to be Mayhem and Ira. And so we're good there. Take 15 hits or less is one of our achievements. Complete the mission in 15 turns or less, another achievement. Fire 30 bullets or less. That's a tough one. Now, I have a sniper rifle, so I may be able to take everybody out with only 30 bullets, but we'll have to see how that works out. Now, this button here is an emergency drop. Let's say that you were low on bullets or something like that. You could actually pay some of your money to have a helicopter come in and drop material for you, like new bullets or whatever the deal is. Also down here, you can see gun 1 and gun 2. Every time you click on this, it switches your weapon, and then you can actually click on the weapon itself to reload it when you run out of bullets. Let me move my screen around here a little bit. And it appears as if I can actually go up here onto the ridge. So I'm going to do so. Enemy detected. Rifleman. New enemy encountered. Gotcha. Let's send the shadow forward. So if I focus fire, I should be able to kill him. Actually, in retrospect, what I should do is shoot this gas can. Aw. Shadow, take out that gas can. Really? Shadow? You are worthless to me? You are worse than worthless. There we go. End of turn. Now these guys are gonna tear through Shadow. Oh man, there's all kinds of dudes here. Shadow's gonna take it point blank. Oh, that's ugly. I might lose Shadow. This is bad. All right, so gas can, that will end them. And I think I can kill him. No, I totally missed. 67. What can I do to the head? No, 27. That's bad. All right. 17. Hit him again. Perfect. And now I want to run over here. And here are the bad guys. They've arrived, and that's my goal over there. So really, I can just squat down right here. And then just take these guys out one by one as they show up. Well, you know what? Since bullets to the chest seem to be doing the job, I'm just going to focus on that. There's a little bit of loot. But luckily, I'm squatted down behind this thing, so it's going to be harder for them to hit me. Oh, they hurt Shadow. So really, 63%. This guy's just standing out in the open, so he's a goner. And 58%, I could probably take him too. Nope, I missed. Oh, I have to reload. Oh, and I don't have enough to do that. I don't think I'm actually doing anything because I'm trapped behind this wall. Let me sneak out here. 62%. Much better. Much better. Alright, now they're shooting at Shadow, but he's crouched down, so he's not going to... I want to help him. Small med kit. Okay. Now these guys are going to be focused on me, and that's a good thing because I'm crouched down here, and I'm a good distance away, so they're not as good as snipers as I am. Let's see if I can take him, and he's gone. And maybe his buddy. Super focus for a headshot. Oh, I missed. And you're just going to stay there. Actually, I'm going to move him down here. I'm going to see if there's anybody else over here. 12. Oh, there is. How about that? Back in the corner. Don't die, Shadow. Shadow 159. All right, so that's pretty good. So I'm going to send him out for some loot. Come here. I'm going to have him run out for loot. So I might be able to get him back in. Alright, so he got bullets. That's good. And a Ruger. That's even better, because I might be able to use that. And a Rusty Brody. And so now the question becomes, where do I take cover at? Should I sneak over here? Can I get back around the corner? I think I can get back around the corner. Perfect. You quick, Shadow. You're quick. So this is all about maneuvering your guys in just the right fashion. Alright, so now I have a visual on the enemy, and I'm going to use my sniper rifle to... Let me sneak out here. One to the chest. Well... Oh, I don't have enough. Alright, so I'm going to send the Shadow in, and he'll clean up the job. Let me start by running here. And I got just enough, I think. Yes, perfect. Alright, end turn. I don't know why I can't actually run Shadow anywhere. Oh, there we go. Wait, what's going on here? I don't know why I can't run Shadow anywhere. So, I can't move Shadow or do anything, and he's just kind of stuck there. Alright, so end turn. Shadow's back. I still can't move him. Maybe if I squat him down. Alright, well let's just end this. So we'll get out here. Turns out, not only is it modeled after XCOM, but it's actually as buggy as XCOM. Is that guy not there anymore? Oh, he must just behind that. He must be behind that little lip. Oh, there's a huge helicopter here. Did that guy, like, bleed to death? I still can't move Shadow. Not enough AP. Alright, so we end the turn. How about that? Alright, so we didn't have to kill that sniper after all. Max hits taken 13. Max turns needed 14. Max bullets fired 22. There we go. Company has gone up. So I now have a level 5 company. Shadow's right on the edge, which is a shame because if I had been able to move him there at the end, I might have been able to level him up. And I'm level 5. So now I've completed all 3 of these and level 2. So I wanted to see if 4 finally came up, and indeed it has not. There's no 4. There's a 5 and a 7. Charlene Davis. Let's find out what she wants. Find and punish the husband. Hell hath no fury. I was told you are someone who gets things done. I have a simple job for you. My no good husband has run off with some blonde bimbo. She's hiring an army. $10,000. Yeah, fine. Why not? Oh, and she's gonna give us the bullets. Hell yeah, I'll sign up for that. Defeat the bikers. Play all previous missions. Prepare. That's fine. All right, now what are my hit critically at least 2 times? Okay. Land at least 3 headshots. Awesome. Complete the mission in 15 or less turns. It's gonna be me and Bull. Come on, Bull. Let's go get the bikers. So, final thoughts. I think that this is a good quality game. I think that it's nice because it's, you know, it's free to play, so you can actually just pick it up on Steam and, you know, pick it up and start playing it. I think it's cool, like, they have, like, you know, a lot of achievements and things like that that, you know, like, really help you gauge your progress. And I think that the missions are really well put together. I think that their layouts, you know, like each level design, I think is good. And I also think that, you know, just the plot points and the whole thing about how you're like this rogue group that can get hired. And so you have like all these different types of missions. I think that all that is fantastic. In terms of the actual game itself and its ability to, and your actual ability to play it, it has a couple bugs in it. And frankly, you know, there are a couple times where like you'll click on something and it's thinking about it and thinking about it. And I don't know if that's because it has to check online to make sure that that's okay. And so it's an internet to server problem, or if somehow it's bogging down my computer, which I find very hard to believe. But, you know, I mean, anything's possible. So that was a little bit annoying. And, you know, the thing where, you know, like Shadow got stuck for a little bit and I couldn't use him at the end of the thing, like all that's like really kind of iffy. So there may be a little bit of bugs in this thing, but the good thing about online free-to-play games is that they can always fix the bugs later. So, you know, let's hope that they do and that this thing starts to move along a little bit faster. There are actually expansion packs that you can pick up. Currently, there are 2 on the Steam store, and they're a little pricey, but they actually add a significant amount of content to the game in terms of the missions and things like that, so it gives you a lot more variety. I definitely think that this is something that I'm going to hold on to for a little bit. I might not play it as often as I would say, you know, like Dota or some of the other games that I'm into, but I think this game is pretty cool, and I'm kind of interested to see like where the plot takes you, and if there's any sort of like overarching plot, or if it's just these little micro missions, if it's really just about, you know, earning as much cash and guns as possible, or if there's like some sort of big theme. Because really in the tutorial, it was kind of heading in that direction, you know, like we were picking up these guys and we were meeting with this chick who, you know, like she knew where everybody was, and I kind of want to see if there's some sort of like higher arcing story arc, you know what I mean, versus just all these little micro games. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button or subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this in the future. I'm Angelic Mayhem, and I will see you next time.